Hello ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, Mad Matt here. Well, I know that I haven't made a video in a while, but you know, things have been kind of messed up. I just wanted to talk about Alien Covenant. I saw the movie and I just want to talk about, you know, my personal opinion about it. Now, warning, there are spoilers in this video, you could say. Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of flack for this movie online. Like a lot of bad reviews. Some people saying that they hated it. Some people saying it was the worst ever. Some saying that it was, you know, I guess the lesser of two evils between the other sequels to the Aliens franchise. Personally, I think people need to give this movie a break. I think maybe that people went into it thinking or expecting it to be like perfect or something that like out of this world, when honestly it was a great movie. Yeah, that it did have its faults. Some parts are, you know, it builds into things very quickly. You know, you don't really have much time to really connect with some of the characters. You do have some, and there is some, there is some character building in the movie. You know, I'm not saying that they're just, you know, duds or just like alien fodder, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, things kick off pretty quickly. I'd say within the first 20 minutes. You know, but I think that Ridley Scott got put in a weird position here. I think that people wanted, after Prometheus, which honestly, in my opinion, I didn't like it. I mean, I could appreciate it, but I didn't like it. I think people were like, "Shit, where's the xenomorph? Where is the alien in the Alien franchise?" Even though Ridley Scott said that Prometheus wasn't an alien movie. It was in the same universe. It does lead into things now, but at first it wasn't supposed to. I think he got stuck between trying to satisfy the, oh, we want an aliens shoot 'em up match, like, you know, those fans, and they trying to please the sci-fi thriller suspense like the original Alien was. And it does have elements of both of that. It does have a lot of action. It does have a lot of creepy ass parts. However, what I can say that I didn't like, I'll start with that. First of all, I think that they used far too much CGI in this movie, and that there was a lot of times when I would have much rather saw a guy in a suit than what they presented, you know, with the, I think they were calling it the protomorph now, because it doesn't really look like the xenomorphs we, as fans, know from the other movies. And also, I didn't really like the neomorph. It kind of reminded me of like an alien dog or like a wolf or something. Like, it wasn't like, and I don't know, it's just weird. And like when it stands up, when it's there's a part in the movie when the neomorph attacks, you know, one of the characters, kills her, and David, who is a douchebag in this movie, comes in, finds the dead body, and the neomorph is in there, sees him because he can control them. You know, he blows on their face, and for some reason he can control them, I guess because he's their creator. Yeah, but you didn't know that yet, so oops, spoiler. David's been creating aliens. So, you know, but the thing stands up and it looks like a human with like a beluga whale head. It just doesn't seem scary, and it jumps all over the place. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want to meet one in a dark hallway, but it's not like the xenomorph. The xenomorph's just terrifying. Everything about it is terrifying. So the movie progresses, you know, and, you know, everything goes wrong. It turns out that David and Dr. Shaw get there back to the engineer's planet, and David decides that he's going to drop all the black goo all over the engineers and kill everybody. And when he does, of course, subsequent weird shit happens, because that's what the black goo does. And, well, you know, the whole place is dead. You know, nothing much happened. I mean, there's not much else to say about that. Everything's dead. You know, so, you know, the people from the Covenant get there. They pick up some kind of beacon that's Dr. Shaw singing John Denver, Take Me Home. And of course, they gotta go check out the beacon, you know, and, you know, random death occurs, you know, so What I could say is, you know, I didn't want to really make this video that long, you know, and get that into it. You know, I'm not really good at, you know, making review videos, but I did want to say something about it. Primarily because I think that people are giving it a bad rap. Excuse me for a second, I'm trying to actually make my dinner at the moment. You know, people are giving the movie a terrible review and saying it's like fucking ass when it is definitely not ass. The movie was fantastic if you want to ask me. The scenery was amazing. The ships and the spaceships and landers and everything were very reminiscent of the original two Aliens films with analog dials, and you know, it wasn't all totally high tech. You know, the story made sense and progressed in a logical fashion. But you know, one thing I will say is that people did things that were just plain stupid. I mean, you gotta have them put themselves in bad situations, because if they did everything alright, they wouldn't get killed. And people want to see that. So, you know, and it had a cool ending and it's set up for the next ones. So if you get a chance to watch it, definitely do that. And with that, have a nice night.